Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in again. I want to go through another new features, new updates related to the Google Home Mini, and of course the Google Assistant. So you're going to hear all the latest from Google as it relates to those great home automation products right now. First things first, I want to talk to you about Google Duplex. Now, we know we got continued conversations last week or just a few weeks ago. Now, what's coming next? Google Duplex. And of course, everybody's really excited about this feature. I think this is my favorite. And what's happening right now is Google is out there giving demonstrations to specific media folks in specific cities. They're showing people how to use it, and they're showing that it is ready for deployment. Now, what I will say is continued conversations hasn't gone perfectly. The release of that and the latest firmware update to your Google Home and your Google Assistant hasn't exactly gone perfectly here. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a delay, but what they're saying is Google Duplex will come out this summer. Now, related to the struggles that Google had with the release of continued conversations and a number of new features that came out last week with the latest firmware update. What happened there, and this is hard to explain in detail because Google just simply hasn't released all of the details, but essentially your Google Home and your Google Assistant, the privacy settings related to the latest update caused nothing to work. So it was basically locked down to the point where your Google Home could not do anything. So speaking of new features being rolled out, Google Home and the Google Assistant now have the capability to speak Spanish. Now there's a number of variants to that language, obviously all over the world. But what's happened, and I've seen it, is there are multiple in the Google Home application, multiple versions of Spanish. On top of that, what's occurred this week as well is the Google Home is actually available in Mexico. So if you're in Mexico, you want a Google Home Mini, you can go ahead and order those now. For those of you with an Android TV or an Android box, you know that the YouTube app has been given over time just a little bit of that Google Assistant functionality. Now, what's happened is there's a new APK release that you can go ahead, you can download for your Android 5 or greater device, and you'll be able to actually use full voice commands, or what's very close to full voice commands, to run YouTube on your Android box. So that's a big jump in functionality here for those of us who use those Android boxes. The last thing I want to talk about this week is what's called the LG V40. Now, this is a cell phone that is not yet out on the market, but we're seeing this with a number of devices out there. We've seen LG jump in hard with the Google Assistant. They will, on this device, have a Google Assistant call-up button. All right, so that's all the updates this week related to the Google Home. Now, what I want to do is just remind you, I did announce the Google Home giveaway here on the channel, so I announced the winner. From that point, the other thing I want to say to you guys is thanks for sticking with me. It's been about a year now on the channel. We're at over 6,000 subscribers and we're growing quickly every day. So I just want to thank you all for watching me here on the channel, for sticking with me as I learn the YouTube system and learn everything here and go through this journey of really automating our lives. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.